Most people think self-sufficiency means living far away from everything. Separate buildings, scattered systems, constant movement. But what if everything you need could exist under one roof? Stay with me, because one layout in this video eliminates one of the biggest daily frustrations in homestead living, and most people don't realize it until they're already exhausted. And by the end, you'll see how a single structure can handle living, food production, storage, and even income without feeling cramped or chaotic. This is not about off-grid fantasy or survival extremes. This is about functional, realistic homestead design using a barndominium layout, built for people who want more control over their food, space, and daily life. Everything here is based on real-world builds and practical use. No wasted space, no theory, just what actually works. Why most homesteads fail in design? Most homesteads don't fail because of effort. They fail because of layout. Think about it. Garden over here, storage over there, animals somewhere else, kitchen inside, tools in a detached shed. You spend your day walking back and forth, carrying tools, carrying food, carrying water, losing time. That friction adds up, and eventually people burn out. Not because they don't want the lifestyle, but because the layout fights them every day. That's the problem a barndominium solves.
The under one roof advantage. A barndominium gives you something traditional homes don't. Large, open, flexible space. That means you can design zones instead of separate buildings. Living space, food prep, storage, workshop, even controlled growing areas. All connected, all protected from weather, all within steps of each other. And that changes everything. Rain doesn't stop your work, heat doesn't slow you down, and distance doesn't drain your energy. You're not moving between systems, you're moving within one system. The core layout. Let's break down the ideal structure. Not exact measurements, but the logic. A strong homestead barndominium usually follows a three-zone layout. Zone 1, living core. Kitchen, living area, bedrooms, bathroom. This is where comfort matters. But even here, design supports function. The kitchen isn't just for cooking, it's for processing food, canning, drying, cleaning produce. So it needs space, counter depth, storage, not just aesthetics. Zone 2, work and utility zone. This is where most people get it wrong. You need a dedicated space for tool storage, workbenches, equipment, repair area, and it should connect directly to the outside, so you're not dragging dirt through your living room. This zone is the buffer between clean living and messy work. Zone 3, production and storage zone. This is where self-sufficiency actually happens. Bulk food storage, freezers, dry storage, seed storage, sometimes even indoor grow areas. In colder regions, this zone can include controlled environment growing. In warmer regions, it becomes your preservation and storage hub.
Notice something? This isn't about making the house bigger. It's about making movement easier. Because in homestead living, efficiency beats size every time. Now let's get into the specific design features that make this layout work in real life. The kitchen as a production space. Most kitchens are built for light cooking. A homestead kitchen is different. It's a production space. You're processing harvests, cleaning vegetables, canning in batches, storing bulk goods. That means deep counters, large sink, open prep space, easy to clean surfaces, nearby storage, and most importantly, direct connection to storage. You shouldn't carry food across the house to store it. It should move in one direction, garden to kitchen to storage. Clean, simple, efficient. The workshop connection. This is one of the biggest advantages of a barndominium. Your workshop doesn't have to be separate, but it does need separation. A good layout places the workshop right next to an exterior door, near tool storage, away from sleeping areas. You want quick access, but controlled noise and dust. Add concrete flooring, ventilation, durable surfaces. This space handles repairs, builds, and maintenance, and if designed right, it can even generate income. Storage that actually works. Storage is not an afterthought, it's a system, and most people underestimate how much they need. Bulk grains, canned food, tools, seasonal equipment. A strong layout includes dry, cool storage rooms, shelving built into walls, separate zones for food and equipment. And here's the key. Storage should be invisible but accessible. Not cluttered, not scattered, integrated.
Indoor-outdoor flow. A good homestead layout doesn't isolate you from outside, it connects you to it. That means large rear access, covered outdoor workspace, easy path to garden or animals. You want to step out and be where the work happens, not walk across the property every time. Covered areas matter too. Rain or sun shouldn't stop your routine. Energy and water thinking. Self-sufficiency isn't just about food, it's about systems. Where does your energy come from? Where does your water go? A good layout makes space for water storage, filtration systems, solar equipment, and battery storage, not hidden as an afterthought, planned from the start, because retrofitting later costs more and works worse. The biggest mistake. Here's what ruins most builds. They design for looks first, function later. That leads to wasted space, long walking distances, and disconnected systems. A homestead barndominium should feel simple, but every part has a purpose. If a space doesn't serve daily life, it becomes a burden. Who this design is for. This layout isn't for everyone. It's for people who want control over food, want to reduce dependency, want practical living over decorative space. It works best for rural or semi-rural builds, people with land, people thinking long-term, not short-term trends. A barndominium homestead isn't about building bigger, it's about building smarter. One structure, multiple functions, less movement, more control. When designed right, you don't just live in the space, you operate within it, and that's what makes it sustainable. If this helped you think differently about your layout, subscribe to Prefab Pathfinders. We break down real housing strategies for real-life use. And if you're planning something like this, comment below what you'd include in your setup. I'll see you in the next one.